All right, good morning. Today we have some stones, these petrified wood pieces that we found in Blue Forest, Wyoming. My friend had this old lapidary saw that he inherited. It's pretty basic. It's got your big motor on top, which powers the diamond blade here. And then it's got this sled here where you take your rocks down, feed it through the saw. At one time, it had a feed switch, so labeled here. That's no longer there. It's been probably broken and taken out. But it still runs. In the bottom, you see this sludge. That's just mineral oil, NF70. I consulted the internet and it said, make sure you're using this NF70. It has something to do with the viscosity, and it's used for lubricating engine parts and moving metal pieces at high speed, like diamond saw blades. So we're going to run a few of these rocks and kind of see what we get. All right, so we've got our piece securely fastened and our vise here, and we'll use this sled to kind of push it into the blade. Now, of course, you got oil spraying all over the place, so you want to keep the shield down. And I've just been using this rod here to kind of push it back and forth along the sled, since that feed switch is no longer there. So it looks like we've got some good color in there. You've got the main part of kind of the limb here. You can see the wood grain there a little bit. And then you've got kind of the core of the tree, the heartwood. And you've got some of this blue agate from where Blue Forest gets its name, that kind of fills in the spaces. Unfortunately, this piece has got some pretty serious cracking and stuff into it. But we'll polish it up and take a look and see what it looks like then. All right, so here we are back in the workshop. You can see I have this very high-tech setup here with my drill, and I've got all sorts of diamond polishing pads ranging from 50 grit all the way to 6,000. And what we're going to do is go through each one of these and give it kind of a mirror polish, and then we'll use this leather strop board to kind of give it that final shine, and you'll see kind of what it looks like. What I did is I went ahead and cut a slice off our original piece, so you can see the two pieces there, and got my respirator sitting here as a fail-safe, because I'm notorious for forgetting to put on my PPE. And what I've read is that when you're sanding these things, it releases a silica dust, which I think killed a lot of miners back in the day, because they would get that in their lungs. And I don't want silica dust in my coffee either, so we're going to put this over here and we're going to cover it. Last one. All right, so that has taken us through 50 grit all the way to a 6,000 grit. And so the next step is to charge this board with some of this polishing compound and give it that final mirror finish. All right, so now all the polishing is finished and the honing is complete, and now we get to see the fruits of our labors. Beautiful. Unfortunately, as I thought might happen, it kind of broke apart when I was still on the 50 grit sanding wheel. But apparently, I've read you can glue this stuff together and it's not considered cheating. So I don't know. But anyways, it's got a really nice finish on it, and you can really see that blue come out. You've got the carbon center, which is kind of the heartwood of the tree. You can see the wood grain here. And then you can see where the kind of the crystal, silica, agate, chalcedony, whatever you want to call it, has filled in the voids as ash filled the prehistoric swampland where this limb fell and calcified, solidified, and making it a pretty cool fossil.